Have you ever wondered what exactly makes your favorite cream feel so incredibly smooth? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most common and maybe one of the most controversial ingredients hiding in your bathroom cabinet.
So let's just dive right in. Think about it. We use these products every single day. We trust them to take care of our skin. But do we really have any idea what's in them? All right, let's start with the absolute basics. The star of our show today is Petrolanum. You've definitely used it, probably a million times, but let's break down what it actually is.
So, in the simplest terms, petroleum is a byproduct of the oil industry. Yep, it's a gel-like substance that comes from refining crude oil. Its thick, water-repellent properties are exactly why it's found in pretty much everything, from moisturizers to lip balms.
But, and this is really crucial, you have to know that not all petroleum is created equal, not even close. The raw, less refined versions, like these amber, yellow, and brown grades you see here, are strictly for industrial use because they can contain some pretty harmful impurities. The kind you'll find in cosmetics is the highly refined, pure white version.
So let's get to the core of the issue. Why is this ingredient so hotly debated in the world of skincare? This plastic wrap analogy, it just perfectly sums up how petroleum works. See, it doesn't actually add moisture to your skin. Instead, it creates what's called an occlusive barrier, which is basically a fancy way of saying it creates an airtight seal over the surface. And that barrier, well, it's a real double-edged sword. At first, it sounds great because it locks in whatever moisture your skin already has. But it also gets in the way of your skin's natural functions by preventing it from, breathing. This can end up trapping dirt and bacteria, clogging your pores, and, leading to breakouts. And this whole idea of the barrier effect isn't just a theory. As this source document shows, detailed analysis has really explored exactly how this process impacts our skin's health. Okay, so how do you actually spot this stuff on a label? Well, it's rarely just called petroleum. You have to look for its INCI names. Now, INCI just stands for International Nomenclature of Cosmetic Ingredients, and it's basically the standardized naming system you see on labels all over the world. So keep an eye out for terms like paraffinum liquidum or just good old mineral oil. Now, it's really important to add a key piece of context here. The petroleum in your products is not the raw industrial stuff. It's highly purified. In fact, regulations are in place to make sure that any potentially harmful gunk from the refining process is kept to an absolute minimum. We're talking less than 3%. This is a crucial safety measure, for sure, but the debate still continues about the effects of the ingredient itself. So all this debate and concern has really paved the way for a new generation of what we call eco-bio products, and they take a fundamentally different approach to skincare. The difference is really about working against the skin versus working with it. As you can see, petroleum creates that seal we talked about, which can block pores and offers absolutely no nutritional value. Vegetable oils, on the other hand, are all about hydrating and nourishing the skin, supporting its natural processes without clogging anything up.
And what's great is that nature offers some fantastic and really effective alternatives that go way beyond just creating a barrier. We're talking about ingredients packed with vitamins and essential fatty acids. So for example, if you have dry skin, you might really benefit from something like sweet almond or coconut oil. If your skin is more on the oily side, the balancing properties of jojoba oil could be a total game changer. These are options that truly nourish your skin instead of just covering it up.
So the next time you reach for that moisturizer or lip balm, you're armed with the knowledge to flip it over, read that label, and make a conscious choice about what you're really putting on your skin. So the question is, what are you going to be looking for?